we are live. Hello, LDR fam. Welcome back to the episode 3 of LDR Talks. And our topic for today is for the LDR couples out there, how do you deal with separation anxiety? Like, especially when you just met, like, that really sucks. Like, you just met, and then one of you, or like the two of you, have to go back to your countries. Every time it happens, that's really very, very sad. So, how do we deal with this? How about you start this one?
Well, this is one of these things that, we all wish doesn't happen, of course. You meet up and, you see each other probably after so many like months or anything like that. And then, when you finally have the person there with you, you start having these beautiful memories, these wonderful days and everything. And then in the approaching weeks when you know that, that day is gonna come where you both have to separate from each other and both of you might have to get on a plane or one of them stays and the other one has to go. It's one of the worst feelings that there possibly could be. I know I absolutely hate it. I didn't like it one bit. It makes you not want to go, really. Um, it's the saddest thing. It really, really is. As
We've done this, what, 2 times? And those 2 times, it has never been easier. Like, it feels like every time we do it, it gets harder and harder.
Yeah, it really does get harder and harder. I mean, like the very first time when we first experienced it, um, it hadn't even been maybe like I think we still had maybe like 2 weeks left before we had to leave each other. But that didn't make it any because it's already running in your head. It's already going through your mind. Like there's only 2 weeks left, and you just don't want that time to keep going by. But it just goes by so fast when you're having fun with each other, and you just can't stop thinking about it. Um, so this is where we had to do some things. We had to do some things, and I think you know what it was that we do.
Yeah. So what we do every time, like, we just talk to each other. Like, I feel sad or he feels sad, so we call each other and say that, oh, I really miss you. Like, it feels like it's just been yesterday when you were here, and now we're on long distance again. But what we really do about it is, so we talk to each other, we tell each other about what we feel, and then at the end of the day, we assure each other that, well, we have that end goal. So we work on our goals. We work on our goals for, like, say, for example, we'll be meeting again in 6 months. So in those 6 months, we will make goals that we have to meet. So we will focus on those goals and look forward to meeting each other again, because it gets easier as long as you have that thought that, okay, there is the next time, like, we will meet each other again. At least you are holding on to that thought, so it gets easier that time.
Yeah, but like a million times, like we've said, it'll never get easy. It gets a little bit easier, but it's not the easy that we want. It's still very, very hard. Um, like just adding on, like before we left, it was just constant talking and assuring ourselves that, hey, this isn't the last of us. Like, we're still gonna see each other. We had a wonderful time here. We're still gonna experience all these things. We created beautiful memories, and just a couple of weeks from now, we'll be seeing each other again. Like, it was all about us. Like, we just talk. We would talk the days leading up to it, like several times. Like it always happened because it's just sad. It was always sad to think about, but the other person was always there to comfort you. We hugged each other. We told each other it's gonna be all right. Look, we still got 2 weeks left. Let's enjoy it. We should spend it, having fun. It's always nice to have that hug and cry it out and everything. But on the day that we left, on the day that I saw Shed get on the plane and everything, I lost it. Like I really lost it, and we both said, "Hey, this isn't a goodbye. This is a see you later. This is a see you later." And I just watched as her plane was taking off, and I was waiting in the waiting room right there, and it just was never easy. But I just reminded myself about everything that we had talked about. That hey, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna see each other again in a few months. So don't be sad about it. Like that they will come again.
So sometimes, like you might think that it gets easier with time. Like he has come back to his country like in more than a month already since he came back, and sometimes we still feel like, oh, I really miss you. Like we still feel that anxiety, or like you still have to think, or like you still think those times when you are together, but um what you have to do is just really look forward to the next meeting and set goals for each other or set goals for the relationship, because as long as you are working towards those goals that you both have set and working towards like improving yourself, doing things for yourself, that's the only way it gets easier.
Right, and it also makes it easier when like you give each other something, of each other. Like for example, you can give each other your sweater or a scarf, like you did for my birthday. She
Yeah,
made an amazing scarf for me,
so
and every single
so that
time I
when you
wrap it
miss each
around me,
other, when you miss each other, it just feels like the other is just right there with you.
just closer, right? It always makes it
You
feel
got
like
this
that.
though. Every one of you who just like their partner who just left the country and is feeling really, really sad about it and just miss them, you got this.
You got this. Hang in there, hang in there. Remember, it's not a goodbye. It's a see you
It's
later,
a
and
see you later.
and
So
just
that's it for
remember.
today's video. We'll see you for the next one then.
We'll see you guys.